So here's two bombshell revelations when it comes to Australia, the FBI, and a certain nameless person. Number one, Australia, they were the source of all of this information. They ended up leaking it to the media. And number two, they took that nameless person's team to task. They tried to deny that that was happening. Well, Australia, they stepped in and said, not so fast. Yeah, this stuff, it is game on. Yeah, maybe, just maybe, when you get away with a crime with a slap on the wrist and a small fine, you shouldn't mock an entire country and those people in charge. They might just come after you. You and I were going to talk about these bombshell revelations today. Fun times, huh? Fun times indeed. Oh man, so hey there to all you fine folks on this fine day, by the way. I hope you are doing excellently, and I'm sure that you remember headlines like this popping up around a month ago. It's from the Daily Mail. Exclusive. A certain nameless person is under investigation for perjury in an FBI-backed probe into claims she lied to Australian officials after smuggling, we're just going to say her dogs, into the country in 2015. Now this article and other articles from the Australian media, they were different from anything we'd seen. Why? Because they talked about the investigation with FBI involvement. That was something new. It had never been revealed. And it led to that nameless person's lawyers actually denying any of this would happen. By the way, we know this is happening. We saw it discussed in the Australian Senate, but you can see them denying this like they denied so many other things. I am absolutely confident that neither the Australian government nor the FBI would consider quote-unquote reopening an already fully adjudicated matter years ago, especially after the UK court had fully reviewed the evidence. So you can see this is coming from that nameless person's camp. They're trying to shoot this idea down. Now, personally, I love the denial, and I love the finger pointing too, saying this has to be JD's team that's planning this. This has to be witnesses as well, because you have the Australian government themselves come out, wreck that denial, because again, they're the ones that are ending up leaking this stuff to the media. They're the ones that are saying that this is going on, and there's more, and I'll show you that in just a second. But listen to this shoot down of that denial. The Department of Agriculture, Water and the Environment, it is investigating allegations of perjury by that nameless person during court proceedings for the 2015 illegal importation of her two dogs into Australia. The department is seeking to obtain witness statements, and once obtained, the Commonwealth Director of Public Prosecutions will consider whether the evidence is sufficient to warrant pursuance of the matter. As the matter is ongoing, the department cannot make any further comment. So they tell you right here that yes, this is going on. Yes, you have people that are being interviewed. And as far as witnesses, witness statements, and on, this is somebody that nameless person's team, they tried to take aim at, trying to basically vilify the man, Kevin Murphy. This was the estate manager for JD, was also connected with that nameless person for years. Well, he confirmed to the Daily Mail that he had indeed been contacted by the FBI. He had agreed to provide Australian authorities with a witness statement, but he declined to comment any further here. Now, I'm sure that what Kevin Murphy said to the media, it does indeed carry weight, but still, when you look at the framing of this article, they go beyond allegedly. That's supposed to fight off any type of litigation. They go beyond that, though. They say that nameless person is being investigated for perjury in an FBI-backed probe into claims she lied to Australian officials. So they're saying, despite these denials here, this is going on. Who do you think would make them feel that they're not going to be sued for this? Do you think that Kevin Murphy's statement that would carry that kind of weight? Do you think that a lawyer that wouldn't even be connected to all of this, it would carry that kind of weight? Of course not. The one source that would carry that kind of weight would be Australian government, baby. That's right. They are the source for all of this stuff. Now, another thing that backs this up, in my opinion, is the way that sources are named. Listen to this here. I just want to read all of this together so you can get to this part about sources. So DailyMail.com can reveal that the Department of Agriculture, Water and the Environment responded by quietly reopening a criminal probe and enlisting the help of the FBI to track down witnesses in the U.S. One of those, Kevin Murphy, has now been interviewed at length by Australian investigators and has provided a lengthy witness statement and troves of emails allegedly implicating that nameless person. Sources close to the investigation believe she could be weeks away from being hit with charges of perjury or subordination of perjury, which involves inducing someone to provide false testimony. Now, two things they stick out to me about that statement. The first thing that really sticks out to me is what Kevin Murphy was willing to say versus what another source was willing to say. See, Kevin Murphy, he went on record confirming that there was FBI involvement connecting these parties. He also confirmed the notion that you had a witness statement that was being provided. Well, they went further. They not only talked about a witness statement, but they talked about a lengthy witness statement. That would be somebody that saw it, that was able to confirm what he said. And they went further and they said that he provided evidence. What was that evidence, by the way? It was a trove of emails allegedly implicating that nameless person. Now, we know what those emails are, by the way. We've all seen them. They came up in the UK trial, but still, someone would have to know that he added all of that. And again, that he didn't just provide a witness statement, but it was a lengthy one at that. Now, this second part, I think, is very, very telling, by the way. Why? Because it mentions sources, that sources, plural, close to the investigation. And we know they're not mentioning Kevin Murphy. How do we know that? Well, they already mentioned him here. And when they mentioned him, like I was saying, they not only mentioned the witness statement, they mentioned a lengthy witness statement and all of the information he provided that he didn't confirm with the Daily Mail. Now, when they're talking about sources, that nameless person's team, they said all of this, it has to be Adam Waldman. The thing is, though, is Adam Waldman really that close to the investigation in Australia? No, not really. Now, beyond that, we know that the Australian government, they were comfortable giving a statement. They were comfortable saying that this is going on, and there were members not involved with that investigation that were very, very annoyed with what was happening. You saw an Australian senator bring that up and bring that up loudly. Again, in my opinion, all of this stuff, it was not only confirmed by Australians' government, it was leaked by their government in the first place. But hey, what do I know, right? What do I know indeed? But anyway, let me know what you think about this stuff. And as always, appreciate the heck out of you. You make this stuff work, so thank you. Can't say that enough. Also, want to help out the channel, links in the description. Definitely check those out. They help out the channel a lot. Thank you for doing that too. You being here, though, that is the biggest help of all. So thank you. Appreciate you. Ending here. Thank you again. See you soon.